I don't care what you say. I'm voting to re-elect Osgood Bob Flopdinger for mayor.
Now, Midge, there are still so many things that the mayor hasn't talked about.
That's because you only agreed with yourself. If you agreed with me, then it would be 2 against 1, and we win.
Oh, Midge, but there are so many problems here. Now, what does that have to do about anything?
Everything.
Oh, Midge. Oh. Hello, Mr. Conductor.
Stacy, are you going to, tell Midge that she can't come to the station anymore?
Why would I do that, Becky?
Because you just had a big fight.
Oh, no, just because Midge and I don't agree, it doesn't mean that we're still not friends. And we do agree on the most important thing, and that's to vote. Because a vote is power, only if you use it.
I just wish I knew more about the mayor's opponent. He's a very mysterious figure.
I know, I've seen his picture, and he looks awfully familiar.
But what's wrong with Mayor Flopdinger? He's always been nice to us. I think we should vote for him.
Oh, the mayor is a nice man, and he's very honest, and that's very important for a politician. But he hasn't been talking about the issues, and he hasn't been listening to people's complaints, and I think that that is a big mistake.
Yes, it is. Well, it's hard to admit when you've made a mistake. Look what happened to James, the big red engine.
James isn't running for mayor, Mr. Conductor.
No, he's not running for mayor, but he is running too fast for the freight cars. Come on, I'll tell you what happened. James was enjoying his life on the island of Sodor, but he still had a lot to learn. You're a special mixed traffic engine, said Sir Topham Hatt. You can pull coaches or freight cars quite easily, but you must learn by your mistakes. James knew what Sir Topham Hatt meant. He could well remember that dreadful accident on his first day. Be careful with the coaches, James, said kind little Edward. They don't like being bumped. Everyone came to admire James. I'm really a splendid engine, he thought, and suddenly let off steam. Whoosh! A shower of water fell on Sir Topham's nice new top hat. Just then the conductor blew his whistle, and James thought they had better go. Go on, he puffed to Edward. Don't push, replied Edward. The coaches were grumbling too. Don't go so fast, don't go so fast. But James didn't listen. When at last they stopped at the next station, 2 coaches were beyond the platform. They had to go back to let the passengers out. But no one seemed to know about Sir Topham's new hat, so James felt happier. Presently, they came to the station where Thomas was waiting with his 2 coaches. Hello, James, said Thomas. Feeling better? That's good. Oh, that's my conductor's whistle. I must go. I don't know what Sir Topham Hatt would do without me to run this branch line. He puffed off importantly. Edward and James passed the field where James had had his accident. The fence was mended and the cows were back again. They ended their journey and rested before setting off for home. James was still wondering what Sir Topham would have to say about his new hat. Next morning, he spoke severely to James. If you can't behave, I shall take away your red coat and have you painted blue. James didn't like that at all. He was very rough at the grumbling coaches as he brought them to the platform. Don't talk. Come on. Gordon never has to fetch his own coaches, he thought to himself, and he's only painted blue. To make James even more cross, this time no one came near him. I'll show them, he thought. They think Gordon is the only engine who can pull coaches. Hurry, puffed James. You're going too fast, replied the coaches. James laughed and tried to go faster, but the coaches wouldn't let him. We're going to stop. What's the matter? James asked his driver. The brakes are on. Leak in the pipe, most likely. You banged the coaches enough to make a leak in anything. How shall we mend it, said the conductor. We'll do it with newspaper and a leather bootlace, replied the driver. Well, where is the bootlace coming from, asked the conductor. Ask the passengers, said the driver. You have a leather bootlace there, said the conductor to a smartly dressed man. Please give it to me. I won't. Then I'm afraid the train will just stop where it is. The passengers all said what a bad railway it was. Then they told the man how bad he was instead. Everyone was very cross. At last, he handed his laces over. The driver tied a pad of newspaper tightly round the hole in the brake pipe, and James was able to pull the train. But he was a sadder and wiser James, and took care never to bump coaches again.
You know, Mr. Conductor, I wish the mayor could have heard that story, because then maybe he'd start to learn from his mistakes the way James did. Then I'd be proud to vote for him.
Mr. Mayor, well, I'm here. I'm here, and you can vote me. Oh, citizens? Oh, look. Where are all the citizens? Oh, Schemer, you're sort of a citizen, and kids, you're going to be old enough to vote in a few years. I'll give you my flag speech, huh? You know, when I even think of the flag, I get this feeling.
Oh, Mr. Mayor, speaking of feelings, in the latest poll you came in second place. How does that make you feel?
Could be worse. I could be last.
Mr. Mayor, there are only two people running. You are in last place.
Oh, well, I hadn't thought of that. And you can quote me.
Mr. Mayor, take it from somebody who knows. You are a loser.
Does that mean you think I'm not going to win this election?
Well, let me put it to you gently. Yes, absolutely, you're not going to win this election. You finish it through, no one's going to vote for you, and you can quote me on that.
Oh, why don't people like me?
Well, technically speaking, it's because of your hair.
My hair?
That's right, and also your clothes.
My beautiful hair?
Yeah, the way you walk, the way you talk.
Well, I hadn't noticed.
Would you like some friendly advice straight from the horse's mouth?
Yes.
If you want to win this election, you need a campaign manager.
Yes!
Yes!
Oh, that's what I need.
You need somebody to give you a new look.
Yes!
Yes, a new image.
Yes!
You need me.
You!
Yes! You need to exhume that schemer look, that total air of confidence. You need Schemer's system of success.
Well, yes, but...
Oh, Mr. Mayor, there's no need to thank me. We're friends. But, of course, I can't actually do this for free, so, let's just say after you win the election, I become Secretary of Money.
Well, if that's what it takes, that's what it takes.
Yeah, and that's what I'll take.